Ang magsasalita ay isang visionary and moving force behind this effort to revolutionize our emergency response system. He has been a public servant for a very long time, even as a young man. He has served in various capacities as mayor and congressman of his beloved Mandaluyong City. He was MMDA chairman as well, and we can say he really knows and has a feel for the pulse of the people. What they want, what they need, what their problems are, because he has worked with them in various capacities. No wonder he is currently our Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government. And one thing we can say about him, when he has a mission, he pursues it relentlessly. He sees public safety and a modern, relevant emergency response system as a true gift to the Filipino people. And he would like to leave this living gift as a legacy for current and new generations.
Another man of service in our midst. And of course, kilala natin yung tinutukoy mo, Apollo. And so, ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you our keynote speaker, the Honorable Secretary of the DILG, Attorney Benjamin Ben-Hur Abalos Jr.
Magandang umaga po, please. Thank you for your kind gesture. Of course, I would like to greet Mr. Mitch Locsin, the first Vice President and Head of PLDT. Sir, maraming salamat po. Mr. Don Ferguson, the CEO and co-founder of NextGen Advanced 911. Mr. Adriel Cayanan, the Grand Master of the Freemason. Executive Director Francis Fajardo of the ALG 911, to the ALG family, to all governors, mayors, local government unit officials, mga kasama po sa ALG, magandang umaga po sa inyo. You know, this 911 was established way back 2018. It's been close to 7 years now. But by virtue of an executive order signed by President Duterte. But before that, there was 117. And you know, a lot of things have changed. Before, it used to be just telephone operators, etc. And going back, we just in office for 2 years. So when I became the ALG, I told Mr. Francis Fajardo, just look at the systems. What are the things that we need? Remember, we are archipelagic, marami tayong isla, full of islands. And how many manpower do we have to run the whole thing? We only have 30 in the ALG as per our budget. Imagine 30 personnel running that whole system. So we had a list. And the only thing that we could do to really implement this the most efficient way is to go through technology. That's the only way. And this is what the team of Director Fajardo is lead. That's why we were able to partner with the next generation advance of Robert and Don Ferguson. By the way, Robert, before, I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it before. He looks familiar, but I think it was 30 years ago when he was a bright scholar of Mandaluyong during the time of Manila. Now, Robert and Don, they're the ones running the 911 in the US, in the United States of America. And because of their good heart, they donated a system to the DILG worth 120 million pesos. Thank you so much, Don, for your good heart. Those were the background. Now, how many calls do we receive? We receive about 28,800 2,846. This is from January up to June. And of these, of the 28,846, close to 24,000 are emergency calls. Emergency, dapat agapan mo pa agad ito. So, yun is the immediate threat. So, anong ginawa? What did Dawn and Francis do? The first is connect this system with an agency that has the most number of assistance that they need, and that is the Philippine National Police. So that's what they need. And because of this, right now, the reach is all over the country. But the idea is really for every LGU or clusters of LGU to have a local command center, so that all other services of the LGU could be cascaded down the ground. All other services in the future. And of this, I think the first LGU was Moron. After that, it was Alaminos, Cagayan de Oro, Nacotas, Mandaluyong, Cancun. So, to place things in this proper perspective right now, as far as PNP is concerned, the reach is all over the country. But again, we have to reach out to the BFP, to the Bureau of Fire, equally importantly. And right now, we've got La Nina in the next coming months. I was advised by Pag-asa, we will be having at least 1 to 2 or even 3 typhoons per month. Marami na ito, siguro more than 10 typhoons pa. So we need other agencies to go on the ground. So, under this revitalized program, just let me walk you through. Number 1, there will be precise caller locations. That's very important. Because pagtawag po niya, hindi mo kagad malalaman po saan. That is the system here. You will already know where the caller is located. Number 2, there will be advanced mapping and incident management systems. Later on, it will explain the number of calls, where these calls, etc., and how you manage them. Data are very important. Number 3, it's the data analytics. And of course, there might even be video streaming so that everything could be seen on the ground. That is why MMDA, I've seen that already here. MMDA is very important here as far as Metro Manila. And this will be done by omni-channel messaging. And later on, probably, there will be even an integration of the system with vehicle cameras, because like when I was mayor, I made sure that some of our vehicles have cameras, so that I could also locate where they are and what's happening in the ground. Even body cameras could be integrated. And so, my dear friends, that is right now where we are. As we move forward, we will also establish robust standards and monitoring mechanisms. We will make sure that we will use the latest tools and the techniques around the world. The idea is to create a seamless nationwide communications infrastructure for emergency services. So that is the idea. So we are now starting this as just 2 years, but we have to work very hard. And by the way, I would like to thank the Philippine National Police, the BGMP, and of course, the Bureau of Fire. Okay. DFLG is a department of the Interior and Local Government. Local government meaning we supervise all governors, mayors, councilors, barangay captain, etc. Interior means public safety and peace and order. We supervise the Philippine National Police, the Bureau of Fire, and of course, the Bureau of Jail Management. On the middle, we also supervise the Commission on Women, on Youth, on Muslim Filipinos. And on the third level, the National Police Commission, the Local Government Academy, and the Public Safety College. It's so broad. So when we have these 30 personnel, I asked the help of the BGMP, the BFP, and the PNP if they could, have assist me in personnel for callers. And right now, that 30 personnel having that calls all over the country is now 150. No? Salamat sa inyo ha, BGMP. Pero kulang na kulang pa yun. At sa next budget namin talaga, sabi ko, takihan na natin ito. No? But then, that's how we work. Whatever resources we have, we must be innovative, think out of the box, be resourceful here. I'm calling on all LGUs that we have right now. If you could coordinate with you on the ground to scale these things so that not only will be connected to the PNP, but all other services that you have on the ground, especially now that we have the media. I hope this is the idea that we all believe in, because we all believe in efficient service, especially during the times of the release. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po.